a successful individual, and I'm like, I'm not bragging. I'm doing it to say, like, you don't listen to them. It's not fucking true. And that's what I wanted to teach these kids. It's not true. You fucked up. Yeah. Everybody fucks up. But you can take that fuck up and turn and learn from it and turn yourself around. There's no, you don't have to live off that fuck up for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't agree with, like, felons not being able to
vote, guns,
or even own a firearm.
Right,
yeah. If someone was a felon at 18 years old and at 40 years old, haven't been in trouble and they want to fucking vote or own a gun to go to a shooting range.
Yeah, that's
leave the person alone.
It's a weird law.
Yeah, I can understand. I can understand someone maybe a violent past, and I know that they're doing with the whole, if you get caught with domestic violence now, they're going to take away your right to own a firearm. I kind of agree with that. If you're a violent individual, you probably shouldn't have a gun. It's
Right.
You're violent. You're a violent person.
If you're a drunk person, you shouldn't have a car.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you're drinking and driving all the time,
right.
you probably shouldn't have a car.
Exactly, right.
It's your choice, but, I would say you probably shouldn't be driving. But, I don't feel that. I've never looked at somebody because of what they've done in the past, and even shit that's been done against me. Like, I'm over it. Shit happened 20 years ago. We can be cool now. You try some shit like that at me again, though, I may fucking hit you in the head with a brick. Like, I'm not. I'm fully aware, but yeah, you got to let people. People deserve second chances. Sometimes people need third chances. You never know how long it takes for someone to become successful.
My approach is, like I said, if you've done, if you're out here in society trying to make it, I'll give you a chance and help you and do my job, coach, teach.
You deserve it.
We have life
As
coaches.
A person, you deserve that.
I've taught a lot of baseball, but I've taught a lot of life to kids. I may get an 8-year-old with an issue that the mom tells me, and then through baseball, you make them have fun, be more comfortable. I've seen it happen. Changes,
confidence.
Like I had one kid who stuttered, and we literally fixed it through just having fun and letting him speak. You know what I mean? And building up, like if people make confidence. Fun of you, confidence. And what happens is the stutter left.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I have a friend. I stuttered a little bit when I was a kid. I got over it. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, I might have been through that too.
Because
I don't know. I don't remember.
It is. My brain works faster than my mouth. So sometimes I'll want to say something really, and my mouth cuts me off. And I had a friend who had a real bad stutter that got over it.
Yeah, I've seen a real bad stutter too. I had a friend, but I don't think
you got to. It's all confidence. You got to get over. It's
a lot of their anxiety too. Like you said, once they
don't want people knowing that they're stutterers. So I work with a guy that stutters really bad, and you can tell when he speaks, it's like he gets frustrated. Like he knows what he wants to say. The word's there. It's in his head. He just can't fucking get it out. Yeah. And it's got to be annoying,
Of course, yeah.
But like I said, the one thing these kids, they don't. Kids aren't born with confidence. It's something that's got to be taught to them. They
Some are.
Some kids are born with too much confidence,
right.
and they need to be brought down a tone. But a lot of kids aren't confident.
That was me.
A lot of kids aren't confident, and that's the one thing that kids need to be is confident. Because if you're not confident in yourself, you're never.
Isn't that funny though? The word confidence. If you have too little, you're screwed. And you have too much, you're screwed.
You gotta have
everything
balance.
Is balanced.
Yeah,
yep.
The yin and the yang. Everything is balanced.
Absolutely.
But that's life. That's life in general. You have to be balanced through life anyway. You have to be
everything.
Yep. You can't work 80 hours a week.
Yep.
And expect to keep your family.
You can't be too emotional, but you can't be not emotional.
You can't be
enough.
emotionless. Yeah, you have to everything. Everything ties together. It all comes to that balance. And I think that's the hardest thing that people go through is trying to find a way to balance everything that they put upon themselves.
Absolutely.
It was one point in time where I was single, I was working, I was going to college, I was doing the radio show, I was in the studio, and it was just too much. I couldn't balance myself. And one of them had to go, and it just happened to be school.
Yeah, sure.
I was like, I can go back to school whenever I want.
Yeah.
The music thing's only, there's an expiration date on that.
Yep.
There's only so long before I get to an age where I'm not going to be a successful musician if I haven't made it already.
Absolutely.
So to me, that was like, all right, we're going to take a step back and then I got to balance myself.
It's funny because my last year of trying out for pro ball, because I made the same decision. I said, listen, I'm in this age. This is it. Right. So I went, I tried, played, but tried to get to the next level and couldn't get there. So, the guy told me, he said, we'll hire you as a coach right now. Your baseball makeup and your knowledge and all that stuff is right on. We'll hire you as a professional coach. And I said no because
I'm a player.
But right, and the funny thing is that it's so true that like being the player is completely different than being the coach.
Oh yeah,
it's like two different completely people.
Absolutely.
And now, like today, I coach the team and I play. So I'm coach player like Pete Rose was, and it's a balance.
Yeah.
You said. I mean, it's right down the middle where you have to balance it perfectly. It's incredible. Like today, I
easy to do. It's not easy to do.
This kid we faced today, I kid you not, 6'5", maybe 6'6". I mean, he was big. Throwing, they said about 88, 89, and so my friend just calls me on the way home. He goes, that kid just got cut from the Red Sox 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah. So he strikes me out twice. I texted someone. I said, I'm going to get him next time. I got up in the 7th inning and ripped a single down the line and then ended up scoring. So I was so down as a player, 0 for 2 on day one. And then, see, that's what's great about baseball because I got a hit in the it might have been the 8th inning. And I think it was the 7th. I broke up the no-hitter in the 7th. The kid had a no-hitter.
Oh, that's
just
nice.
Got cut from the Red Sox.
That's nice.
It was so sweet. And I was like, it's funny because I'm 40, struggle.
That boosts your confidence so much. Like, this guy just got cut from the Red Sox. He's pretty much a pro, and I just fucking hit on him. And I got on base.
Well,
fuck that guy.
Well, it's funny because you go from batting 0 to 333, from 1 for 3. And it was just I was standing at third base saying, because I'm 40, so I always it's just the way it works. You get older, and I said, this isn't going to last forever. When am I going to stop playing? And I was that down because I was seeing the ball, didn't hit it, and then I got that hit, and it drags you back in, it pulls you back in.
Of course,
they say you're only as good as your last hit.
Exactly.
So now I'm good to myself, which. The beginning of the day was tough, man. Yeah, struck out twice. Struck out looking on the outside fastball and then struck out swinging, which I thought I saw it well and didn't hit it.
Sometimes, yeah. Listen, it's a small ball getting thrown 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You got to be...
We call it the pill because it turns into a pill.
Yeah, that's what it looks like when it's thrown, when they throw it at you.
Yeah.
And it's spinning, and you don't know what type of spin this person put on the ball depending on what type of pitch they're throwing. And it's not... Hitting the baseball is not fucking easy, man.
No.
And I'll be the first one to admit it because I can't hit one.
Well,
I mean, I can hit one, but
I would get you to hit it like this because all you have to do is watch it.
Yeah.
And that's what most people, even myself probably today,
But you have to watch it and you have to be able to adjust to where that ball is going.
Well, you should watch it and you put your hands to it. I could get you to hit it. Where we don't know, but that's after hitting it.
It may go straight down, roll 3 feet, but it still hit it.
Well, because like you said, it's so hard that if you can hit it, then you start to teach. Okay, do this now. The next step,
yeah.
Because it's a human brain.
Yeah.
It's very intelligent, so it does a lot of things. In other words, you tell yourself to do something, you just do it. Like hitting a baseball. That's such hand-to-eye coordination where your brain is telling your hands and eyes what to do. It's insane.
And you have to get it to the point to where as soon as your brain thinks it, your hands move.
They say time. To prove the intelligence level and the ability, they say major leaguers will hit missiles, rockets eventually if you shot them at them because it's a unit of time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You would just start your
Eventually
swing.
You're going to start swinging. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to swing 2 seconds earlier on this because it's going a little faster.
That's it.
Absolutely.
And your eyes watch it, and that's hand-eye coordination. You hit it.
Don't get me wrong. I can hit a baseball, but I don't.
I'm sure you can.
I can.
I'm sure you can.
I'm not hitting against somebody who's pitching 90.
Oh,
I mean, it would be a big. I would have to be playing on a daily basis.
Listen, we got out there. He threw 7 was it? I can't remember if it was the 7th or the 8th. He either threw 6 no-hit innings or 7, struck out the side twice. We were frustrated facing a good guy.
Yeah, of course.
But we kept at it. They were 4-2.
It's not bad.
It wasn't bad. And we had 2 guys. One kid just came out of college. He's only 18. He's still, he just came back from college, wants to go pro. And the other guy that we pitched, Ronnie Delgado, was drafted by the White Sox. And they both, excuse me, the first inning, 2 errors, 3 runs scored. So we actually win the game 2-1 without that first inning. They both pitched gems through the 2nd through the 9th. Or 8th, I should say, because they didn't have to hit in the 9th. It was 4-2. It was terrible. It was great, but it was also terrible because you're so close. You just want those 2 more runs.
Oh, yeah, 3. No, I know. I was watching, like I said, I was watching my son's soccer game yesterday.
Exactly.
It's like 1 point down. It's like, we just get it in the fucking kick it. These kids can't block shit. Kick it. Kick it.
And we had bases loaded, too, with 1 out.
Oh, that sucks.
We had bases loaded, 1 out. Ronnie Delgado walked. I scored.
All you need is a fucking double, and you're good.
And then I think the next guy struck out. Yeah, the next guy struck out. Yeah, so we just needed 1 more hit, and we would have tied it up in the top of the 9th.
Yeah.
No, top of the 8th. I mean, top of the 9th, we went down.
I know you're. I know you probably got to get up out of here.
Yeah, I do.
It's actually way past the time you said.
I got struggle. I got so much going on, man. That's why this was kind of tough today mentally. I apologize.
No, it's all good. I'm thanks for coming down. And I haven't done a podcast in about 3 weeks because I had a couple people cancel on me, and then one date I thought I had booked, I didn't have booked, and I was like, fuck. So now
we didn't get to talk comedy really too much.
That's fine. That's good.
We talked sports. This turned into a sports podcast today. I didn't mean for that to happen. I
talk about whatever comes up. You know, it's that's the way conversation goes. You know, I don't like coming in here and having to script shit. Just there's bullshit. See where it goes. Wherever it comes to, it comes to.
Well, thanks for having me on.
I appreciate you coming down, man. I know you had a long fucking day, and I'm gonna let you get to it.
All right, cool, man. Shout out to Tom Quinn, John Butera,
absolutely,
Frank Catalanato, Jimmy Gels, Brian Gels, and the whole Skills family.
There you go.
You can get me at Sparky at SparkySkillsBaseball.com, and SparkySkills.com is the website. If you want merchandise, we've got T-shirts, starting a clothing line.
Nice.
So, yeah. You're supposed to start a cartoon and coloring books line, too.
Nice.
But like you said, you know, you need the means to start all these things.
Yes.
And it's like I have the people in place. I've talked to the pro cartoon person. I've talked to the coloring book thing, and it's like, you know, I got to just do it. But we all have ideas.
Everything
like that.
takes time.
Yeah,
everything takes time. Unfortunately, that's a lesson that my wife has never learned. She wants everything done immediately. Yeah. You know, no, I'm just messing with her. She is like that though, especially with the house. I need this house. We got to do this now. Sure. All right. We'll get it done. Me, I'm like, it'll happen when it happens.
Yeah. So I hope we do a show soon together, man. I'm at Farrell's Sparky stand-up comedy with Aragona's Comedy Club. John Butera once again.
Jan Brenner.
Yeah, Jan Brenner. The whole team. Billy Guy. Shout out to Billy Guy.
Yep.
You know,
I don't have any comedy coming up for the rest of this month because my wife is due on the 21st.
Yeah, congratulations in
between
advance.
the 21st and the 27th. So I promised.
I said congratulations first.
But I do have. I did that Broadway comedy competition. I am getting 2 or 3 shows out of that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the first thing I book as soon as the baby's
I think
born.
Governors is next month.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm on that show. I still got to talk to John. Told me May something. Yeah, I did Frankie's East Side with John, and I was like, "What do you have?" I was like, "Never mind, I'll contact you in May."
Yeah, because you're gonna get the baby.
Like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I don't want
press
to book anything.
It like that. Yeah,
yeah. I don't want to be that. Yeah, I don't want to be that person that can't show up to the comedy show. You know, I don't think it's not good business. You know, at all. But that's what I got going. Thanks everybody for listening in, and I got Johnny McDonald next weekend. McDonald.